Buddy the Elf. Throughout this presentation, we'll be presenting on my family, the Hobbs family, from the movie Buddy the Elf. Throughout this session, you'll see us using structural family therapy. Throughout all the sessions, you'll see examples of these following techniques. But for the first session, which we'll be showing you tonight, we'll be setting the family hierarchy, as well as working on setting boundaries. Make sure to look for problem reenactment throughout the whole family. We will discuss a problem, and then the following will reenact, and then we'll be discussing that with the leader.
Mapping is a form of structural family therapy. Here we have displayed the mapping of the Hobbs family. First, we have Walter, who is 58 years old. Then he is married to Emily, who is 55. Together they have a son, Michael, who is 14. Later, they find out that Walter had a son from a previous marriage named Buddy. Buddy is an elf who actually ended up in Santa's gift bag. So Walter, who is a very strict businessman, is struggling with Buddy coming into their family because he doesn't act the age that he is, and it really pushes the boundaries that Walter has set for him. Emily, who is a nurturing family woman, is struggling because there's a lot of conflict between the rest of the family. Their son Michael, who is in middle school, is struggling with the older brother coming into the picture because he interrupts all of his social interactions and embarrasses him in front of his friends. Buddy, on the other hand, is struggling trying to fit into the details of this family and fit into their family style.
Welcome everybody, welcome. Is everybody here? Are we ready to start?
Wait for me! Wait for me!
Welcome. Hello, now that it seems we have everybody here, we should go ahead and get started. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about myself. My name is Mallory. I am a licensed clinical social worker here at Therapy 101. So welcome. I would like to thank you for coming. Could you guys tell me a little bit about yourselves and maybe one thing that's frustrated you about why you're here?
Well, my name's Walter, and I'm frustrated because he's brought us here, and she's making me come here.
Well, my name's Emily, and I thought it would be great to come here because our family just kind of fell apart and no one's communicating anymore.
Okay.
I'm Buddy. Well, I came from the North Pole, but then I came to find my dad, and then my dad actually has a family, but I just want to be a part of the family.
I'm Michael, and he's annoying, and he embarrasses me in front of my friends at school.
Oh, just trying to be your big brother.
Stop, don't touch me.
Well, thank you all for sharing. It kind of sounds like you are a new transition to the family, and it's kind of made life a little bit harder for you guys adjusting to this.
Because he's dressed like that in public every day.
It's just hard because I lived at the North Pole for so long with Santa and the other elves, and this is how they dress and how they look, and so I just wanted to come and find my dad, but now my dad's not too thrilled because, well, I'm trying to respect my dad because I know he's the leader of our family, but it's hard.
It is. You guys have a transition that you're going to have to work through, and that's kind of what I'm going to explain and help you through in probably about 8 sessions is about what we will meet for. So if you guys will let me talk on that for a minute, I'm going to explain kind of what's going to go on in here. So you kind of walked in a little bit late, and although that is typically kind of frowned upon, since we're having brief family therapy, it's not really going to affect anything too much. But if everybody could show up, just showing up is a start. That's the start of the progress that we're making here. So there's no charges or fees or anything you guys will have to worry about because it's all covered under your insurance. And we've already made sure that that's clear and ready to go. So I'm going to talk about this being a safe place because what it said in here to me stays in here. I stress the importance of safe place because trust and respect are 2 things that I personally want you guys to feel in here. It sounds like you guys are actually kind of starting over. Most of you guys are familiar with each other, but you're kind of a stranger and they're strangers to you, and you're just trying to work on kind of building that family bond. And so the 2 things I'm going to talk about are privacy and confidentiality. So I said what it said in here stays in here. If it breaks, anything like where one of you feels like you're gonna hurt yourself or another family member, or if you do something that's illegal and you break the law or steal or something, that would be the only time that I have to contact somebody outside of here, to where I would have to talk to my supervisor or someone above me. So other than that, everything is strictly said in here, stays in here, like I had said. So do you guys, have you had any previous therapy experience or any services to help with family before?
We never needed it. till
I've
he
been at
showed
the
up.
North Pole the whole time.
Our family was fine until he decided to come in.
Well, it's just been a little rough. It's not all his fault.
It
You know,
is.
what I wanna work on is how we can get him to understand that our family needs him to dress appropriately. I can't have him coming to my workplace. He's a disruption to everyone because of how he's dressed. If we could just get him in some clothes
Okay.
for one day.
What it sounds like here is what I want you guys to do for me is act like I'm not here, so I can kind of get a feel for what's going on. So the issue that you just talked about and him being at your work and that kind of stuff and not dressing the way that you guys see fit, you could kind of act like I'm not here and kind of show me what a typical disagreement would be like about that.
Well, I would come to my dad's office because I really just want to spend time with my dad since I just found him. But then Dad gets upset with me that I show up at the office like this because they think I'm a Christmas Gram. And they
She
think,
just told you not to talk to her. This is what I'm talking about. It's always a problem.
sorry.
And you're always annoying and speaking out of turn.
Sorry.
Nobody ever talks to you.
What we need you to do, and we've said this in a lot of arguments, we need you to dress appropriately like your brother. Can you dress like him?
See, he's making fun of me. He's
He's
not even
not
taking it
making
serious.
fun of you.
Yes, he is.
He's just struggling with the differences. That's all he knows.
You're always sticking up for him.
Somebody needs to.
Okay.
He's part of our family.
All right, let's reel it back in for a second here. So kind of going off of just this first session, I'm going to use with you guys what's called structural family therapy, and it basically highlights three things. We're going to work from here on out, we're going to work on boundaries in the family, so kind of work on what's appropriate, what's not appropriate, but also including everybody's view on it, because we want to have the family looked at as a whole rather than different systems apart. I've kind of seemed a little bit of one drawn to the other. You know, Dad's not too happy with Buddy coming in, and you guys right now are kind of on the opposite end of each other, and she's wanting kind of peace in the whole family, if that kind of sounds what I'm seeing is correct. So basically we're going to be working on structure and boundaries. So I think for the next session, just going off of what I've seen, I would like you guys to work on closeness. Just getting to know each other a little bit better so that next time we have something to go off of. So my challenge for you in the next
I'm gonna have to go to work.
week, hold on one second, the next week is to sit down and have at least 2 family meals together where everybody can sit and talk, and you have to stay at the table for 20 minutes.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that.
And we'll meet next time.
I'll agree to that.
Everyone, thank you for coming, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Oh.